well, it is the vendor reset. Currently, the Dark Zone vendor and Mendoza vendor reset is already posted up on the channel. So if that's what you're looking for, then go check out Mendoza, and the Dark Zone vendor and the East are both on that one. This will be the rest of the vendors as far as the settlements, along with the checkpoints of each Dark Zone. As blah, 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 I just screwed up. Blah, blah, blah. Blah 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 blah. Ha ha ha. All right, it's vendor reset. First, we're going to start out here with the base of operations, move on to the clan vendor, and then go into the settlements as well as the checkpoints at the Dark Zone. If you're looking for a particular vendor reset, as far as when it comes to the likes of my chick Mendoza or the Dark Zone East vendor, then that video is already currently up on the channel, so go check that one out. But let's start here at the base of operations. First, we have a tactical UMP 45, 23.4 with measured, accurate, and greased. A carbine 7, of course, with the usual overflowing distance and recharged. An X45 tactical, 22.9 with lucky shot. A 511 backpack with 5% crit hit damage, 19,270 health, and 10,616 armor, with 50% skill duration and hard hitting on it. Now onto the Fender's backpack with 10% crit hit damage, 10.5% headshot damage, and 217 skill power. Berserk, of course, and the 50% skill duration and a utility mod. Not really that great of a Berserk chest piece. Next, we have some awesome LMG mods. So if you're an LMG person and you're really limited on the amount of offensive mods you have, then come by and pick these up most definitely. As you can see, 5% LMG damage and also 1% all weapon damage. And then if you want to throw in a rifle as your secondary, it also has 3% rifle damage on it. But mainly LMG players, come pick these up, especially if you haven't or don't have any, or the ones that you do have are like 3 and 4%. But moving on, enough of my rambling. 50.7% fixer skill haste mod. Then, of course, we have a weather coating mod, 87.2% health. Let's see if the blueprint vendor over here has anything for us. Negatory. Now on to the clan vendor. Hope y'all are enjoying Title Update 6 as much as I am. Alright, now we're here at the clan level 30 vendor. They have an RNK holster with 14% crit damage and perfect blacksmith. Negotiator Dilemma gloves, 7462 health and 254 skill power. True Patriot knee pads, 7.5% crit chance. True Patriot holster, 8% crit hit chance and 7% crit hit damage. A Super 90 with breadbasket optimized and greased. An officer's M9A1 pistol with strained extra and stop, drop, and roll. A military AKM with preservation, distance, and cannon. A DNH backpack with 7.5% weapon damage, 4935 armor, and 6417 health on the ropes and skill duration. And then we have an SRS A1. It has steady-handed, jazz hands, and yes, the jazz hands does include spirit fingers and protected deploy. Next, we have a Heliguard backpack with 3% health, 24% skill haste, and 11,835 armor with hardened and safeguard. Next, we have an Alps Summit Armaments chest piece with Berserk, 30,261 health, and 10.5% crit damage. Not too shabby. It also has an offensive, utility, and defensive mod slot. Next, we have a health defensive mod with 4476 health, 14% skill health, and 419 armor regeneration. This offensive mod isn't really that great at all. It's actually pretty horrible. 1% weapon damage, 4% weapon handling, and 4% optimal range. Then we have another that is actually pretty decent. So definitely go check these out. If you have a couple of spots that you don't mind, losing a little bit of weapon damage in order to gain 4% crit chance. I know I'm going to buy a few myself. Those will actually come in quite handy. Next, we have a shield mod. 27.1% deflector accuracy. All right, on to the settlements. We'll see. All right, we just arrived at the settlement. Let's check out what they have. This is the theater. They have a double barrel shotgun. Let me start there. A double barrel shotgun with Ranger, optimized in transmission, a police MK17 with eyeless, jazz hands with spirit fingers, and greased. And of course, we have a Wyvernware glove with 144 skill power and 3% marksman rifle damage with hard hitting. A Raldi Holdings knee pads with 15,357 health with entrenched. Next, we have a defensive mod with 3,800 armor, 3% protection from elites, and 2.5% total armor, which is not bad. Next, we have a Seeker mod. The attributes are 40.9% health, another shield mod, 87.9% deflector damage, and then, of course, we have a Firefly at 18.6% speed. Now on to the next settlement. All right, okay. We have arrived at the campus settlement. Let's check out this vendor. An SR1 with Optimist, Allegro, and In Rhythm. A military L86 LSW with spike, distance, and transmission. Providence Defense Mask with 5% crit chance, 26 hazard protection, and restorative. A Providence Defense Holster, 12% crit chance, 5378 health on kill. A utility mod with 88 skill power, 203 chem skill power, and 59 turret skill power. A chem launcher mod, 36.5% radius, and then a hive mod, 75.3% damage. Not too bad if you are moderately low in skill power. As you see, it only requires 2261. If you've been hard luck now that the new technician specialist is out there and looking for damage mods for your hive, then come by and pick these up. All right, next we have Spotter, 33.7% confuse duration. All right, now on to the DZs. We'll see you when we get there. All right, we're here at DZ West. Let's check out and see what this vendor has. Starting out first, custom M870 MCS with Optimist, Accurate, and Greased. Next, we have a M1A CQB with Fast Hands, Jazz Hands, Spirit Fingers, and Overlapped. Next, we have Wyvernware Gloves with 166 skill power and 5% marksman rifle damage. Some Suck Me Off knee pads with 4% crit chance, 4705 armor, and 25% hard hitting. And the 3924 health, 3.5% extra incoming healing, and 9% health regen. Not too bad, especially on like maybe the likes of a Berserk build. Yes, it's a mediocre health row on it, but you know, a couple of that 3.5% extra incoming healing along with that health regen makes it not too shabby. Next, we have some Seeker mods at 46.6% healing for all you double healing cheesers out there. And next we have a shield at 74.1% health. And next, also, our last and final thing here is a Firefly mod at 195.3% skill haste. This is DZ West. Now let's go on to the East. And then our final stop would be in DZ South. We'll see when we get there. All right, just arriving in DZ East. Let's see what she has. This one has an SRS1, an SRSA1, close and personal, accurate and greased. Military RPK 74M with eyeless, optimize, and everlasting. A Petrov mask with 13% skill haste, 1.5% crit chance, 9187 health with self-adjusting. Damon Buster's holster with 109 skill power and 10% critical hit chance. Then next we have a utility mod with 115 skill power, 1% grenade damage, and 3.5% reload speed. Chem launcher mod, 45.4% radius. Hive mod at 42.9% buff duration. And then we have finally a pulse mod at 184 skill haste. Last stop, DZ South. Alright, just arrived at our final destination of DZ South. This one has a Tommy gun at 16.2k with sadist, accurate, and protected reload. A SOCOM MK16 with strained, jazz hands, and spirit fingers. A lot of spirit fingers going on this week in the vendors, guys. Better get on it. With cannon, while equipped, this weapon increases throwing distance by 10%. 586 Magnum with perpetuation, stable, stop, drop, and roll. A Yagir backpack at 9% skill haste, 3.5% weapon damage, and 16,537 health. Safeguard, self-adjusting, and defensive mod slot. Then next we have a Badger Muff chest piece at 12,335 armor, 10% health, 7% weapon damage, and 165 skill power. An offensive mod. This one is about as crappy as that other one at 1.5% weapon damage, 4% optimal range, 2.5% weapon handling. An auxiliary battery for a drone, 242 drone skill power. Next and finally, our last thing is a turret mod at 58.4% health. Well, as I always say with every vendor reset, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So if any of these things personally interest you, I know that those particular offensive mods with the crit chance, those 6% LMG weapon mods, and quite a few other mods in this week's vendor reset are some really awesome buys. So definitely check them out, pick what you need up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you fudging later.